Next, we will discuss about the computer hardware. So the term hardware refers to the various electronic components that are required for you to use a computer along with the hardware components inside the computer case. Computer equipment is made of several common components. So the hardware can be a monitor which looks like a television screen. It can be a keyboard, it can be a mouse, it can be a speaker, it can be a printer. The main computer box is the main component of the computer. It has computer hardware parts inside that perform the following functions. So the computer hardware parts inside the computer, what do they perform? So they act as temporary storage of information. This function is done by the memory. It also has permanent storage of information. This function is done by the hard disk, floppy disk, or CD-ROM. The manipulation or processing of data used to determine where data is stored and perform calculations which support operations that the user is doing. Then interfacing to the outside components or to the outside world. This supports the ability for the user to communicate with the computer and know how the computer is responding to commands which are done primarily through the monitor, keyboard, and mouse along with their interface components in the main computer box. Okay. Now we will discuss some objective questions. Computers gather data, which means that they allow users to do what? Computers gather data, which means that they allow the users input the data. After a picture has been taken with a digital camera and processed appropriately, the actual print of the picture is considered as what? Data, output, input, process. So after the picture has been taken and processed appropriately, the actual print of the picture is nothing but the output. Then the part of the computer that you can physically touch. What is it? Is it hardware, device, peripheral, application, or what? It is hardware. Next, the components that process data are located in The components that process data are located in input devices, output devices, system unit, storage component. They are present in system unit. All of the following are examples of input devices except I can also write which is not the input device. Is it scanner, mouse, printer, keyboard? It is printer. Which is an example of the input device? So is it scanner, speaker, CD, printer? So it is scanner. Which of the following is not a storage device? Is it hard disk drives, printers, floppy disk drives, CD drives? It is printers. It's not a storage device. Which is also called as brain of the computer. Is it motherboard, memory, RAM, CPU? the CPU. CPU and memory are located on what? CPU and memory are located on the expansion board, motherboard, storage device, output device. Is located on motherboard. Then, which are specifically designed computer chips that reside inside other devices such as your car or your electronic thermostat? Is it servers, embedded computers, robotic computers, mainframes? The computers which are specially designed that reside inside other devices such as your car or your electronic thermostat are called embedded computers. Which of the following devices can be processed to directly image printed text? Is it OCR, OMR, MICR, all of the above? It is OCR. The output quality of a printer is measured by is it dot per inch, dot per square inch, dots printed per unit time, or all of the above? It is dots per inch. Then an error in software or hardware is called a bug. What is the alternative computer jargon for it? So is it leech? Is it squid? Is it slug? Is it glitch? It is glitch. The first output device to print graphics and large engineering drawings. The first output device to print graphics and large engineering drawings. It is plotter. The personal computers use a number of chips mounted on a main circuit board. What is the common name for such boards? So it is motherboard. The system unit of a personal computer typically contains all the following, except the system unit of a personal computer typically contains all the following except microprocessor, disk controller, serial interface, modem, system unit does not contain what? Modem. The ALU of a computer responds to the commands coming from. So the ALU of the computer responds to the commands coming from primary memories, control section, external memory, cache memory. Control section. What is the latest write once optical storage media? What is the latest write once optical storage media? Is it digital paper, magneto-optical disc, warm disk, CD-ROM disk? It is CD-ROM disk. Before a disk drive can access any sector record, a computer program has to provide the record's disk address. What information does this address specify? It specifies track number, it specifies sector number, it specifies surface number.